Hello, simplifiers. Diana with Dinah Simplifies here. How are you doing? Today, I wanted to go around the house and kind of collect stuff that is sitting around and see if I can declutter a few things or throw away or just, whatever, give away, throw away, something. So I made a video that got deleted. So I was trying to upload it last week. So today's Sunday. I was trying to upload it last week. So you'd have 2 videos last week. And Jasper's in the other room screaming. Hopefully you can't hear that. I don't know what is going on with him. He just all of a sudden came to the door and started, where it was shut, and started screaming. Anyway, I just went to see if I could upload it again. I tried uploading it. It didn't work for some reason. I was gone all day. And it was, quote, uploading all day. And it never uploaded. So I just canceled it. And then I'm having trouble with Google Photos and Gmail are saying I have no room. So I got rid of everything in Gmail and it still says I don't have any room, which is very strange. Because I got rid of thousands of emails. I just went through and just everything. So I don't really understand how I could still have no room. But so I ended up deleting some stuff out of there, and it deleted off of this where I'm recording this right here. Now I've got cat hair. Anyway, it deleted from this group of photos and videos. And I was like, well, I thought if I took it out of Google Photos, it wouldn't delete from the iPad photos, because I feel like those are 2 separate things. I don't know, apparently it's gone. So that video's not going up. But basically what I did was I finished up in that closet where I was filling it up, and I showed where it's still not full. I had several shelves that were empty, which I'm very happy about, because I did some work in the room behind you because that room was full of all the stuff from the other room. And I did some work in there and consolidated and got rid of some things. And so anyway, all that to say, this bag, I started filling this bag up. I gotta make sure before I give it away, I'm gonna put everything in this, but this bag, I filled this up with clothes that I decided I didn't want. So it ended up being, I think it was 15 pieces for the video that you did see, and another 5 pieces for the video you didn't see. So, because it got deleted. At first it wouldn't upload. If it had uploaded, this would have never happened. It uploaded, it would not upload, and then I ended up deleting it completely by accident. So anyway, I was trying to get some stuff off Google Photos. They're saying I'm not going to be able to use my Gmail. Well, Gmail's empty now. You're not going to get emails. Well, Gmail's completely empty. Could I go ahead and still get emails? I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So let me unzip this real quick, and let's see, to make sure that's what this is. Yeah, so I think that day when I decluttered, I had decluttered a few t-shirts. So this t-shirt I have an extra of, so I'm just getting rid of one. This one is just hot, and it's short sleeves, but I just don't wear it. So I'm just gonna put all this stuff in a bag. This one is also kind of hot. I don't wear it anymore. I used to. And this one, I'm getting rid of that one. Getting rid of that one. Should have brought some water in here. This one, I just don't like the way I said it just clings to me in a strange way. So that might have been everything from the other one. I decided to get rid of these flannel shirts, which is funny because every time I'm at Google, I look at flannel shirts. Well, I like both of these flannel shirts and I don't wear them. So why am I looking at Google for a flannel shirt? So I look at them and I'm like, nope. You're not going to wear them, so do not get them. And then this was from the other day, I think. 3 or 4 long sleeved tees. I wasn't wearing those. And a pair of leggings. This really nice dressy dress that it's really nice, a velvet 2-piece. It's really pretty for Christmas, but I'm not just gonna keep it just to wear once a year, if that. So it has a skirt with it as well. I'm just gonna put that in here too. Another short sleeve shirt. Oh, I found a pair of socks. I'm gonna put that in there. And that was a Dollar Tree thing that I bought and ended up never using. And then these, I put these in there, and this is something that I'll look at, something like this every time I'm at Walmart and I almost buy it. So I'm trying to decide if I just want to keep one of them. I'm gonna keep these for one more season. We'll just see. If I don't wear it this year, I'll just get rid of it next year. But the more I thought about those two, I actually had second thoughts about that. I did not have second thoughts about the rest. Okay, so So that would be 20 minus 2, 18 pieces of clothing. So I don't know where, I'm not sure where I'm gonna take these, but I just went to Goodwill yesterday and everything was worn out and crummy looking. They were having a sale. And I thought to myself, did you put all the nice stuff back in the back so you didn't have to sell it for half price? Because I've never seen such crummy looking stuff. A lot of it was just worn and just, yuck. And some of mine's worn, which I mean, that's fine. You know, maybe nobody won't mind, but anyway. All right, we were in this room moving some furniture back into the other room. I don't like anything that's back in there now, so we moved the refrigerator back. The refrigerator is off-white. We did all that white, like this, trim. We moved the off-white refrigerator in there. It looks terrible, plus it's really dirty, so it'll look better if I can get it cleaned up. Not sure how clean. I think it's very old. I mean, it's over 30 years old. This is some decoupage my mom did a long time ago, and she gave me all these decoupage things, and then I never used any of them. I'm gonna part with these. I'm still, even though I haven't used them, I'm still not parting with some of the other ones, but these I just never really liked as much. I mean, they're okay, but I didn't really love them. And then that one's really cute. And then this just is bad memories. This is my little great nephew. I just don't have any good memories of that. So when I was in there, I had it sitting out, and I was like, that's not a good memory. I'm not gonna keep stuff that has bad memories. There's no reason. He doesn't visit. So, you know, my nephew doesn't visit and his little boy doesn't visit. So they're never gonna know if I have a picture or not. Okay, we found what is this, VHS? All of this is VHS. I think we got rid of all our VHS, so pretty sure. We may have a few, I don't know. I just don't care about this. So I asked Spencer if he cared, he does not care, so that's going. This just has been sitting around and it got filthy while it was sitting around. I haven't cleaned it off and it still looks terrible. So it's like, I think I need a toothbrush or something. I don't know why it looks like that. The funny thing is the back is clean. Look at the back. This was just, the front got to looking like this. It's very strange. Anyway, I took a damp paper towel, and it still looks terrible, but that's okay. And then same with this is really dirty. It's a very old Auric handheld little vacuum. I don't use this. So I'm gonna clean that off a little bit better. I didn't clean it off at all, so I'm gonna clean that off. It works, so I'm gonna get rid of that. This is just a box. You know how stuff sits around and becomes a fixture in your room? This was in my den. It was just sitting around. I had put extra hangers in there, so I think these just you guys need to throw these away. I got a few out. So I use these, I hang my clothes to dry, and sometimes I need a lot. If I'm washing and drying everything, I need a bunch. And then, anyway, these were extras, so I'm gonna get rid of these. And also, I found a bunch of all this. Maybe Spencer might want this one wood one. I'll keep that wood one. So anyway, there's just a whole bunch of these. Even the wire, I don't even know, why would I sit there and keep wire ones when I've gotten rid of them all? I don't know. So that just needs to go to the trash. I have more of these. Oh, I dropped one. Also, whoops, there's some cat hair stuck to that. These are gonna go, there's cat hair flying through the air. Those need to go to the trash. Okay, there's a big wad of cat hair. Let me see if I can just real quick put this in the trash. It does not need to be floating around. Okay, and then that was packaging in case I needed to take something, send something back. It was for tennis shoes. It worked great, so I didn't need to do that. I need to find a box, a bag to put that in. This is Spencer's shoes. I guess these are Spencer's shoes. I need to ask him if he wants that. I don't think he's going to care about that, but oh look, another hanger. One more hanger. Okay. This is a sign we got. Let's see. Anything in here we need to keep? I'm going to ask him about this. We got this sign that lights up. It's really, really small, but it lights up at night. It's a solar sign, so it has our house number. So if somebody were going to deliver something here after dark, they could hopefully find the house. And then I just bought A6. This is my A6 box, so I know I'm getting rid of that, so I'll recycle that. I don't think that won't work, but I can recycle this box. All right. And then I got the Ninja Foodie. This is the Flip digital air fry oven. The Ninja Flip, I got that. I've had it for a while, so I just need to recycle this box. So definitely recycling those 2 boxes. I'll ask Spencer about that. Okay. And then this pot had a plant that my mom had given me, and it just, I was sick of dealing with it, and it looked like it was on its way out, so I just pulled it out and moved on with my life. I'm gonna get rid of that because I just don't need it. My hair's falling out. I'm not interested in houseplants. We have a few in the sunroom, but I don't want any more. I don't need an extra one. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Let's see. So this was a purse of my mom's, and I said I was gonna think about keeping it, and I've been using one of hers, and it's it's got dirt on it. That one is already, I just started using it, it's already tearing up, so that right there is a lesson not to keep stuff forever, just give it away. If you're not using it, don't stick it in a drawer, because, you know, it's just, every time I take it somewhere, it's tearing up more, and so I'm just like, well, I should have just gotten rid of it, you know? She should have gotten rid of it. So anyway, that's really cute. I'll probably just switch to this one. And let's see. This has to do with my robot. I guess I'll keep that. This has to do with I've got a D-Bot, which is my favorite. It's not even working right now because we just ordered a battery for that today. So let's see. This was a pair of shoes my mom had that I decided to keep because they fit. These are really cute, and they're Clark's. So I've been wearing the black pair that she had, and then she also has this brown pair exactly like. It doesn't look like she'd ever worn them. They look brand new. So I've been wearing those. I just need to put those in my closet. So the shoes, and these are some pillowcases I got from her that I think I'd given them to her, and I don't think she ever used them, which is fine. And I'm gonna use them myself now because I love them. And then it's funny how you'll give somebody something you love, and then they don't like it, you know. And don't use, or they like it, okay, if they don't use it. And these are her, I showed these the other day, I think, maybe. These are her, those hose that are really tight, that's hers, but they need to be washed. So I can smell her lotion on them, so I know she wore them, they're not clean. So I need to wash them before I give those away, so I gotta do something with that. And then I was giving away all the pumpkin out of my closet, and then I realized, you know, it's not far from, I hate fall. I hate fall, but we're almost there. I love summer, love spring, love summer, do not like fall, and absolutely hate winter. But we're coming upon fall pretty soon. I mean, unfortunately, pretty soon. Unfortunately for me, I know y'all probably like it, but I don't. So anyway, I do like pumpkin desserts and pumpkin. One year I made a pumpkin smoothie I really liked, and I've got the recipe, and I've got some pumpkin dessert recipes too. So I'm gonna keep this. The pumpkin with the spice cake's really good. So I made a dump cake, and it was pumpkin and spice cake, and I can't remember what else, but it was not hard. So I've got the recipe for that. So I'm gonna keep these 2. I took it all over there and then changed my mind and decided to keep 2. And then here's my container, and I wanted to say, is it Noah and Marissa? So I think it's Marissa. It could be Melissa. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. I should have looked before I came on, but if you're watching, you had mentioned you like these. They don't have this color anymore, but they have, at my Dollar Tree, I saw navy, I think it was navy blue ones. So if you like this size, and this, got a piece of cat food in there, but this size and this, you know, this basic look, they do still sell these in other colors. I didn't actually think they had these at all. The cat hair is just, from that room, is just floating. So there was so much stuff in there, I just hardly would vacuum because there was just stuff stacked up everywhere. So it's better now, I can vacuum now. Anyway, I wanted to mention that in case you wanted to go look at Dollar Tree. These have gone up to $1.50. So the prices are going up at Dollar Tree. So all of this plastic stuff like this is $1.50, unless it's the bigger ones, and those have gone up in price. So if they were $3 and $5, now those prices are going up. So just keep that in mind when you're, you know, they have a scanning machine so you can find out exactly how much the stuff is that you're getting, which is good. So anyway, that goes back into my closet with the pumpkin. All right, so that's that. Let's see, what else do I have? This, I can't remember if I showed you this, but it'll just be a repeat if I did. This I was burning ever since, I think I had COVID or something similar to COVID in the spring. And I lost most of my smell, which actually hasn't bothered me because, for the most part, it's not affecting my eating at all. I can still smell, so it's not like I can't smell anything. But Spencer's coffee puts me over the edge. So, and he only does it on weekends. So it, it's like, okay, two days out of the week, I'm over the edge with the smell, and it gives me almost an instant, really bad headache. So it's not just smelling it, although I hate that too, but just, I don't know, it just like freezes my brain up, and I just can't be around it. So when he would start making his coffee, I'd be like, I'm getting out of the kitchen right now. I'm just gonna go somewhere else, Well, one day, I think when I was doing a video, I was burning this in the kitchen. I wasn't even in the kitchen. I was in a different room. I think I was 2 or 3 rooms over, and this smell was killing me. And you can see I burned half of this. I mean, it's half empty. This is frosty gingerbread, and I don't mind this smell normally, but I don't know what it was, put me over the edge, and I was like, I can't burn that anymore. So I'm giving that away. So I think most of this stuff, not the clothes, I'm gonna take the clothes somewhere else, but most of this stuff's gonna go across to the food pantry. I just put so much stuff over there, and it's all gone. It's almost always all gone. This is staying, I just need to put it away. So when this room got piled up with stuff, this just needed to go into my arm wire that's in this room, but that arm wire was full of all my clothes, so this is just a Sunbeam heated throw I got from my mom, and she never used it. And then it was like literally, it's like 2.5 or 3 years later, she said, can you return this? I don't want it. I was like, well, if you had told me that about 3 years ago, I could have returned it. Yeah, could have returned it then. So I ended up using it some. I can't do the heated part because I would just be too hot, but this is just a really nice throw. It's not very heavy. It's pretty lightweight, but it's very warm. So anyway, I'm gonna run this into that room real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, a few other random things that we found. Goodness gracious. So I should have taken this Essentials vacuum storage bag. Should have gone in there too. I guess I could keep it in the closet. I'll take it. I'll put it in there with that food, those cans of food. This is just an empty box I was going to give away because it could just be used as a gift if somebody wanted it to, put a gift in there. This we bought for Spencer's mom. She's passed away quite a long time ago. And he just found it today. He said, do you want this? If not, give it away. So I said, okay. It's just a fragrance-free facial bar, but I don't personally like Neutrogena, so I don't want it. Glue stick, I think I tested this and it still worked. I just forgot to give it away last time I was giving away. These scissors are pretty crummy, but they'll work in a pinch. I got new ones I got some new Jot ones at Dollar Tree yesterday, so I don't need these anymore. I was trying to give away 2 pairs, and Spencer said, oh, that orange pair works pretty good. And I said, I don't think it works that good at all. I said, do you have somewhere you want to put it? Because I don't like it. And he goes, yeah, I'll put it on the shop. So I was trying to get rid of 2 things. I only got rid of 1. But anyway, it's okay. I don't care. It'll be outside, not in my area. I don't care. This was something of Mom's that it's tangerine. This is the thing with the nose again. I've used this. It smelled good. Today I used it and I was like, nope. And I don't need it. I have plenty of this kind of stuff. So nope, it was a big nope. Something about me today has been really off. We were at church. These go somewhere. I'm trying to decide where I put these. I've showed these before. I got rid of most of my, I think these are both knee braces. I got rid of most of my extra braces, but I need to find a place for this. So I'm just gonna throw it down here in this bin. But we were at church. The first thing I noticed, I can't do perfume well, but it wasn't even an overwhelming smell, but this is a small room. So we walked in and I was like, oh, what is that? Somebody with perfume. Well, the perfume stopped bothering me. I got to where I moved down. I was gonna sit in this chair and then I moved, Spencer was here in the middle and then I moved to the other side of him thinking that would block it, which that did help. Then there's 3 people across from me drinking coffee. How in the world can I smell their coffee? They're they're across the room. I mean, the room isn't huge, but there's space in between us. And I'm like, the whole class, I'm like, that smell, I don't think I can keep sitting here. And it was just 3 people just enjoying their coffee. I don't know what it is with me and coffee, but I hate it. And I've never been into drinking it. When I was a little girl, my mom would give me the dregs of the coffee. And when I was very small, probably 3 or 4, I remember being maybe 5, but very small. I remember we had this very small wrought iron furniture that we would sit on, and we would sit out there, and she would just give me which is crazy, right? She was giving me the dregs, which had probably a lot of caffeine in it, even though it was just like a little sip. But I would think it would have more because it's got all the kind of stuff at the bottom. So she would give me that, and I would drink it, and I just thought it was, I was so grown up, and it was wonderful, blah, blah, whatever. I've never touched it since that time. Whenever she stopped giving it to me, I've never touched it again. I've never wanted coffee again. Now, I used to think it smelled good. Even though I didn't want to drink coffee, I thought it smelled good. Now, cannot tolerate it. Can't be around it, can't tolerate it. But then, when I had the nose thing and I couldn't smell very well, like with Spencer's coffee, I don't even notice it anymore. At once in a while, I just will barely smell it. But today, between the perfume, and which that kind of went away, but the coffee, I was like, I can't take any more. So anyway, I managed to stand there, but too much. Okay, so I found places for all these things. So there's a table behind you. It's a kind of an antique table. It's empty. Oh, this was something else. I've got to figure out what I'm doing with these. Some of these, let's see if I can figure this out. Some of these, if I can get this off. Yeah, so you have to, so this is a solar lantern, and I love these. I haven't seen them since. So what I was gonna try to do, because they're not working now, what I was gonna try to do was, there's screws in here. I was gonna take the screws off, see what size the battery is, because you can replace the batteries in here, and see if I can get these working again. So I've got 4 of these, but of course they've been sitting around. I haven't done it. Am I ever gonna do it? I don't know, but I have these really good intentions. So I am gonna keep it for a while. So that's why these are sitting over here. There's 4 of them. They were sitting on the dining room table. So anyway, I just moved them right there. Okay, so I think that's everything in this room. So we're 22 minutes in. Let's move into the air conditioner. The air conditioner's on, so it's going to be kind of noisy in here. Just bear with me because it's so boiling hot. I can't. It's very hot. I can't just turn it off. It's just not gonna work. Let me see if I can get y'all moved. Let me see. If everything topples, I'm gonna be very upset. All right, Mila. Yeah, move faster, girly. Move faster. This is what happens when you don't want to edit anything ever. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. So we keep our bed like this because Mila sleeps right here. So I have all kinds of stuff covering my pillow. So if she were to throw up, she doesn't throw up all over my stuff. All right, see if I can. All right, here's my bedside table. So this just needs to be thrown away. That's just trash. Oh, there's another one. I just left this sitting here because I was going to show you I need to throw away some trash. This was in the drawer. I just took something out of here, and this needs to be in the trash as well. Actually, that's cardboard. I can recycle that. Are these cardboard? I guess these are. Yeah. All right, I'll put that with the cardboard. See if that works for them. Okay, so that gets a lot off of here. The polysporin can go somewhere else. This is medicine for my nose that I should use, but I'm not using. Let's see if I can just throw it in here somewhere. All right, throw those 2 things in here. This is the remote for my light and my fan that's up there. So I'm just gonna leave that sitting there. Okay, so that's cleared up. Okay. Let's see, this is an extra, in case this clock radio poops out, I've got an extra, but there's no need in it being on the floor. It's collecting collecting needless hair. I'm going to vacuum when I get done because hair is going everywhere. No need for it to keep sitting here, but this is, I think I got this from my dad or something. I don't know why I have an extra. But I am going to keep this because if that poops out, I'm going to use this one. I am that cheap, literally. I don't see a reason to buy another one. Okay, so this is a crazy story. Can you see? No, let me just pick it up. So on this antique chair right here, I have this hoodie. When I come in here at night, I'm freezing, and even though it's burning up outside, I'm sleeping in a hoodie every night. It is the weirdest thing. I've had hot flashes and been burning up for years, and now it's like I've gone the opposite direction, and I don't know if it's because I started HRT, but I started HRT about a year ago, and this freezing at bedtime did not start until, I think, sometime this summer. And I just leave this in here on this chair because when I come in here, I'm just like, And the funny thing is, we're not even running it as cold as we used to. We used to run it, so it has a thermostat. So right now it's on 70. I used to run it on 68, and I'm just like, I can't live in here if it's 68. But anyway, it's good enough. All right, Spencer's stuff's pretty messy, but we're not here to mess with his stuff. I've got my own stuff, right? I do want to put his clothes up real quick. So so you can see that table right there. Where's my finger? Doo-doo-doo. Okay, I can't really do it. This table right here, need to prop her up. I found one of my Hello Kitties I wanted to put out. But anyway, that table stays like that. This chair needs to be vacuumed off because somebody's white hair is all over it. That's an antique chair from my grandmother's house. And then this stuff on the mantle, which you can't see, I've got it pretty. I had my my little 4th of July gnome up there, so I'll probably keep that up through Labor Day and then maybe change to something else if I even think about it. But you can see Spencer's got kind of a mess going on over there, but we just don't worry about that. That's not our mess, so that doesn't matter. But I do try to keep this room really neat and straightened up. Okay, so one thing he's doing that I don't love is, okay, I love this. He went back to the gym. Love that. I'm all about the gym. I'm all about him going to the gym. I want him to go to the gym. I want us both to work out. Amen. Hallelujah. But he's sitting us out here, so normally this would all be cleared off if his clothes were not sitting here. So this is how I want this to look, and it looks like this for years. That's how it looks for years. Very minimal. There's just a lamp, a photo of his family, and one little candle that you can turn on, and that's all that's been sitting here. Well, he joined the gym, so here we are. Not thrilled about that, but I want him to go to the gym, so I just don't say a word. Just don't say a word. But I don't love the way it looks. So I missed washing a sock, so there's a one sock here, but I have the sock, it's just not in here with this stuff. And then this stuff all goes in that thing where I showed you where it was kind of messy. Right there, it just goes over here. So I'm just gonna put his stuff away. Got some new shorts. I don't know what's going on here. Whoops. His underwear goes over here. I missed that part. Okay, t-shirts go in here. And then these new navy shorts that I really like. So this is his old ones. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure really where he's putting those old ones. I'm gonna put it down here, so I don't know where that came from, honestly. And then he actually gets cold sometimes too this time of year, so he still has this sitting out. So sometimes with the air blowing all the time, it does get pretty chilly. But you don't want to turn it off or adjust it because then you're just burning up. All right, so we've been doing this for 30 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video. Hopefully I don't delete this one, and then we can go in that room, and that'll be the next video. And hopefully it uploads like it's supposed to. We don't have any more problems. I'm really sorry I deleted the other one. I had actually done most of the closet in the first one, so you didn't miss a lot. Anyway, sorry about that. Sorry I'm so unorganized and do continually dumb things. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.